What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live stream today. Appreciate you all joining me today after the live stream last night. We did the Barcelona versus PSG game. Great numbers on that. Appreciate you all tuning in and supporting for that. It was a great game as well. And obviously, Kylian Mbappe with the hat-trick. Oh, man, what a player he is. And it was interesting because Arsene Wenger was talking after the game about Mbappe. And look, before we get into the video, I'm going to start off with this straight away. How close was Arsenal to this actually happening? Kylian Mbappe wearing an Arsenal shirt. Kylian Mbappe reveals how close he really came to sealing Arsenal transfer. Oh, man, he revealed he had a meeting with his dad and Arsene Wenger, and he said his dad was encouraged by what Wenger was saying. But his dad did say it was Mbappe's decision. He was 17 at the time, and he said he didn't feel like he wanted to leave France. And in the end, he turned us down, man. Can you imagine if Mbappe would have been at Arsenal? What a player. One of the best players in the world, and that hat-trick was sensational. Thierry Henry-like finish. That third one, how he just bent it into the corner. Kylian Mbappe, another one on the list of Arsene Wenger's I nearly signed for Arsenal's. But there you go. That's how we're starting the show today, people. Big up everyone for tuning in. I hope you're all well. Hope you're safe. And yeah, man, Mbappe was nearly an Arsenal player, but it's like a lot of players. He admires Henry. Yeah, he played like him, that finish. Plays a bit like Arnheim Ronaldo. Good evening, Curtis. Hope you're well, bro. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Big up Curtis straight out of Jamaica, says Jay O'Neill. Big up, bro. The real Lukaku. Ian Wrong ain't seen you on the terrace, bro. Hey, big up Curtis. Just told the kids to be quiet. Big people are talking. Come on, man. Nah, let the kids play, man. Let them do what they want. You know, just turn the volume up a bit. Big up Jamrock Gunners TV, man. I ain't seen you for a while, bro. Hell, Curtis, been a while, but I'm ready to go again. Respect. We need to stop keeping meaty players. Interesting. Let's have a look. South London's finest. A clear-out is well overdue. Just hope it's not the easy ones he's getting rid of. He needs to be ruthless with the likes of Bella and Xhaka. Xhaka can stay, but only as a squad player. We need better. And you're right, bro. You're right, you know. Big up, Randy said, big up from New Zealand, 3:35 a.m. Yeah, I appreciate your support, bro. Really do. And all of you for tuning in. Mustafa, big up Curtis, my G. Let's get into the stories. Madrid don't want to sell Odegaard, so they give Arsenal Dani. No, apparently they could give us both of them. And man like Mbappe could have been an Arsenal player, man. Could have been an Arsenal player. Jake said it's -7 where he is. What? That's some crazy, crazy temperatures, man. Melbourne, big up Rasta. Respect, right. Let's get into the stories today. The first story of the day, people, is Dani Ceballos. Dani Ceballos. It is being said that Arsenal want to sign him on a permanent deal. They want to get him on a permanent deal in the summer, and that Mikel Arteta would like to bring him in on a permanent. Now, I want to know your thoughts on that. Would you like to see Dani Ceballos sign for Arsenal? Real Madrid want £22 million for him. Now, according to the story, Arsenal are looking to negotiate that price lower. He's 24 years of age. He's a Spanish international. And, you know, he's either player we should be going for. Dan and Dusted is the story. Arsenal looking to sign Dani Ceballos and Matt Ryan on permanent transfers this summer and want Martin Odegaard back. Arsenal are hoping to sign Dani Ceballos and Matt Ryan on permanent deals in the summer. The pair are on loan deals until the end of the season. And Dani Ceballos, I mean, look, I don't know where I'm at with Dani Ceballos. I've got to be honest. Like, he puts in certain performances and you think, there's the quality. That's why you're at Madrid. That's why you're a Spanish international. You're only 24. You've got a lot of potential. He is good on the ball. But then he's so inconsistent. Does he dictate enough big games? Does he get enough quality on the ball. You know, you saw the little nutmeg assist for Hector Bellerin the other day. I don't think anyone at Arsenal plays that pass apart from Dani Ceballos in the middle of midfield anyway. But we don't see that quality enough now. Okay, maybe if Arsenal negotiate that price down by 4 or 5 million, you get him for 17, 18 million. It's not bad. Listen, I would take him as an addition, but I think there's business we need to get done in the summer ahead of Dani Ceballos. You know, I think there are players that we need to sign before him. I think we need a centre midfielder like a Basuma or someone like that. He's probably going to cost around 30 million. I think we need a right back. I still think we probably need a centre back as well. And I would put all of those priorities ahead of Ceballos. So I would only go for this deal, number one, if we've got plenty of money to spend and he's one of your last signings. And number two, I would want him for less than 22 million. Real Madrid are in big debt. You know, they're in a lot of debt. And I don't think that 22 million is value. I think, in addition, as you said here, in addition to what we need, I would take him. He's better than Xhaka for me. He's better than El Neni. He's better than Willock. But he's not at Thomas Partey's level. But I would like to see him in that midfield partnership with Thomas Partey. But then the question is, do you just bring back somebody like, Matteo Guendouzi rather than spending money? We need a backup left back as well. You're right. Spot on there. Kyron said, big fan of this show, Curtis. I tune in every day at work and I'm a Villa fan. Keep up the good work. Big up, bro. Appreciate you supporting, man. Yeah, I know Birmingham well. I know that area well. I used to stay in Erdington a little bit when I used to play for Kidderminster back in the day, man. So big up, man. Been past Villa Park a few times. Been there a couple of times. Curtis got the energy at least. Did you see the way he celebrated that assist? I love it. I love the passion. I'm telling you, I'm borderline with Dani Ceballos. Like, I do like certain things about him, but certain things have not convinced me about him. You know, he's 24, a Spanish international. He's got a lot of potential, you know, and I think he maybe needs a better midfield around him. You know, if you've got Partey and maybe Basuma, then how good could he be? But the problem is, he's not somebody that I wouldn't buy him at the start of the summer. I think we've got to spend our money elsewhere first, you know, before going for him. Ceballos needs players around him. Everyone looks bad next to Willian. People can't stand Willian, can they, man? Ceballos has been okay, but we need to get better quality in the summer. Real Madrid are pushing for Arsenal to sign him. That's already a warning sign. There you go, yeah. 13 to 15 million for Dani, I would take him, but he has to be consistent. Yeah, I think around that price, I would definitely buy him, you know. But 22 million, I don't think I would do it. You know, I don't think I would. 50-50, I actually rate Dani Ceballos, funnily enough. He's got quality. He's definitely got quality. But the price and the inconsistency are the two issues with him. But as I said, I want to see him next to Thomas Partey. He might look a totally different player, you know. Rapper C7 said, hello, Curtis, tuning in from Boston in America. Big up, bro. Vic C said minus 20 in Toronto. That is crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Regav said, Curtis, Barca has drained me for 4 years of chronic depression and I'm done with this crap. I don't feel like watching football till the end of the season, but still here because I love your content. And I think I did see, I have seen your DM. I will get back to you, by the way. 100%. I will get back to you. Get the likes up, people. 500 of you in here nearly. Just hit the likes up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Bring Ian Wright on your channel. As I said, bro, I've sent the message. It's just a case of waiting to see what happens. I said, you buy one, you get one free. Buy Odegaard, you get Dani Ceballos for free, right? You know, we'll take both of them. Oh, dear. Ian Britton. Who was the manager? It was Jan Molby. Jan Molby was the Kidderminster manager, you know, the former Liverpool legend, man. The Scouse Scandinavian. He was a good guy, man. Big up Big C, helping the mental health of a lot of people with daily shows through lockdown. God's word. I appreciate that, bro. Anything to help, you know. So those kind of messages, they mean a lot. A lot of people send them. And you don't realize, do you, you know, but I watch a lot of other YouTubers as well. So at the same time, the impact they have on me, I can hopefully have that on other people. I appreciate your message, man. We should get Basuma, definitely. definitely for me. Cazorla was good against Barca. He was. It's funny. I remember when we was linked with him, and a lot of people didn't want him, and me included, to be honest. You know, he wanted nearly 100 grand a week. I thought, I'm not sure about that. Let Ceballos go back. We can get a better player. Perfect pairing with Partey. People saying 15, 16 million player would make an excellent squad player, but not for 22 mil. Would rather him than Xhaka and El Neni, to be honest. Definitely need to sign Matt Ryan. I would definitely sign Matt Ryan. Good backup keeper. Big D said, quality player doesn't look good because he plays with a few donkeys around him. Some of our players don't have their vision. Could be a point. Could be a point. You know, maybe Ceballos is suffering at the lack of quality around him. Matt Ryan, yes, but Dani is inconsistent. I do agree with that. Ebby said, no, I'd rather put the 20 towards a better player. As I said, for me, go and get your Basumas, your players like that before you start, you know, buying Ceballos at 22. 30 plus here in sunny Thailand. You're lucky, bro. You're lucky. 22 for Ceballos is a great deal. That's our transfer budget gone then. I mean, listen, I don't think we'll have a huge transfer budget this summer. So we're going to have to be very careful. What about Guendouzi coming back? Well, we're going to talk about this in a second, actually, man. Big up Opinionator Guna says, big up Curtis watching while I work. Respect, bro. Curtis, did you know out of the 4 goals, 3 of them were assisted by our 3 midfielders? That was good to see. Very good. Finally, they're getting involved. Your videos are helping me through these lockdowns, mate. Thank you very much. Appreciate your message. Hopefully you become a full-time YouTuber. Hopefully, man, that's the plan. That's the plan. Let's hope sometime this year that can happen. I would get Buendia over Ceballos, Big C. Yeah, I mean, I think Buendia would cost a little bit more than 22, but he's had a good season. I think a lot will be to do with whether Norwich get promoted or not, how much he costs. But I get the impression for some reason that Arsenal are not fully convinced by Buendia. I don't know why. That's just the impression I get. I feel like they would have bought him by now. Just check. Basuma is 1.82 meters tall. Torreira is 1.66. Somehow they look the same height to me in game. I think Basuma would suit us more than Torreira. Jonathan says, bless up, Curtis. I'd sign Odegaard and bring back Guendouzi and Torreira. I think Torreira is definitely leaving. I got to be honest. There's a lot of reports going around today that he's on his way to Fiorentina in the summer. Guendouzi, for me, I would keep him. Honestly, I would give him a new contract. I think he's talented. He's 21, French international. You know, imagine us having next season as like Guendouzi, Basuma, Thomas Partey. I think, unfortunately, Xhaka will be there next season. I would sell him. You know, or even Ceballos. You know, imagine if we had Ceballos, Guendouzi, Basuma, and Partey. That's a lot better 4 than what we got now. El Neni, Xhaka, Partey, and we ain't even really got no one else in there. You know, obviously Willock went out on loan. How much could we get for Torreira? I think the story was around 15 million, which isn't great, but the situation we're in, we've got to be harsh this summer because I think, as you said earlier, there are players that we can sell where we can make money to go and reinvest. I think Torreira, Bellerin, El Neni, Lacazette for me, Xhaka. You know, you can make 50, 60, 70 million off those players. I think Lacazette would get 20. I think Xhaka could get 15 to 20. I think Nketiah could get 10 to 15. Maitland-Niles, you could probably get 15. You know, there are players there to be sold, man. El Neni, you might get 7, 8 mil. Kolasinac is still only on loan. I think there are players that need to be sold. Karen said, I'm in Erdington right now, bro. Small world. What advice could you give on training and developing my child in football whilst grassroots isn't running? Yeah, I mean, I have to do the same thing myself. You know, I'm trying to train my son. We do fitness work. He will do some running, quick feet, you know, just to keep his feet, quick feet. Lots of ball work, dribbling, little volleys, do your keep-ups, things like that. Practice little skills, certain types of finishers. So I ping the ball out to him, he'll control it, then finish. Just lots of ball manipulation. Get him to just get comfortable with the ball at his feet. Plenty of ball work and fitness. Keep them fit as well, because kids are just sitting down in the house right now and the weather's not great. So, yeah, just keep him active. Plenty of ball work. You nervous for the game tomorrow? I am a little bit. I am, because I feel like so much is riding on it. I got to be honest, man. I feel like we can't lose, And listen, as much as I'm saying I think we're favourites, I've done a prediction saying I think we'll win. Listen, if we lost to we lost to Olympiacos last year, and we beat them in the first leg, so Benfica will be tricky. They've got ex-Tottenham players as well, like Adel Taarabt. They've got Jan Vertonghen. They will be motivated against us. They will want to beat us. So we got to be careful. I personally think we need to win the game tomorrow. I know it's classed as the away leg, but there is no away leg, really. It's a neutral ground. So I want us to go there and beat them. I really do. E-Man Gamer, big up Curtis. I would buy Ceballos for 15 to 20, but I will want that Ceballos that was playing for us in the FA Cup. Well, there you go. I think he's got between now and the end of the season to really prove himself, Adel Taarabt v Xhaka, and Adel Taarabt, mate. You look at his videos, man. That guy is seriously skillful. He's going to be dangerous. He'll be motivated as well, former Tottenham player. You're forgetting we have a better team, yeah, but we were better than Olympiacos. I know maybe we have a better team than we had last year, but it's still tricky. Unpopular opinion, I wouldn't sell Eddie next season. I'll give him a loan spell to see if he can be a good striker. I feel he hasn't been given much chances. I would sell him. I think he's had plenty of chances. I haven't seen enough from him. He went on loan. He had the loan spell. The loan spell was unsuccessful as well. And I would move him on. I've said before, I did a show yesterday where we were looking at the striker situation. And for me, sell Eddie Nketiah, sell Lacazette, give Balogun a new contract and sign a new striker. Or move Martinelli central along with Aubameyang or go and get Odsonne Edouard or Memphis Depay, someone like that. If you can get 10 or 15 million for Eddie and 20 million for Lacazette, I would move both of them on. Big up TT Gaming. Thank you very much for the super chat. Torreira, don't want to play in England. Guendouzi, stinking attitude. Sell both. Try to get Baseman, bless. Yeah, I mean, I can see your point. I'm kind of hoping that Guendouzi has matured and grown up. I really hope so, because I do think there is talent there. Jay Muller says, big up Curtis as a gooner traveling in Mexico. Really appreciate keeping me up to date on Arsenal content. Thanks a lot. Big up, bro. Thank you very much for tuning in. Ian said, win the Europa with Emery or the league with Arteta. Well, I'd rather win the league. I said before, bro, I don't care who the manager is, Seriously, I'm not like, I would rather win it with Emery because I'm not happy with Arteta. I'll happily be proved wrong by Arteta. I would rather win the league than the Europa League, definitely. I think we're a long way off that. Benfica play pressing football. That might suit us, That might leave us space to go and get them. Big up Big C. Already many players and wages cleared out. Surely this should be a big summer. It has to be. It absolutely has to be. Isn't Depay available on a free? He is. Now, all the rumours were that Depay was going Barcelona. Ronald Koeman is the manager. He wants him. A lot of rumours today are saying that Ronald Koeman's going to be sacked at the end of the season. They don't look like they're going to win the league. Atletico look like they're going to win it. And, of course, they got battered last night against PSG, so they'll probably be out of the Champions League. And I think that will be Ronald Koeman sacked. And that could mean Memphis Depay available on a free. Would you take him at Arsenal? Big up from Puerto Rico. Respect, Ramon. Depay is not Barca level. Let's have a look at another thing that I was meaning to look at. Obviously, the second part of this story is that Arsenal apparently could get rid of up to 9 players this summer. And listen, I do think we need a clear out. I think there are a lot of players that need to leave the club this summer. And there's money to be made, There is money to be made this summer. If we get rid of the right players. Now, you've got to remember that Arsenal have taken a £120 million loan out, from the Bank of England. So there's money that needs to get paid back. And the only way for us to do that really is to get rid. Now, we know we saved a lot on wages in January, but more needs to be done. So cost-cutting, Arsenal plot summer clear-out with David Luiz, Alexandre Lacazette, Lucas Torreira and Matteo Guendouzi on the chopping block. Arsenal will launch a major cost-cutting plans despite slashing their wage bill by almost £700,000 a week. That could see the Gunners listen to offers for Alexander Lacazette and release David Luiz in the summer overhaul. I mean, that goes against what was being said. Look at these two, man. That looks like his son, man. David Luiz and Guendouzi. It goes against everything that was said the other day, saying that, you know, David Luiz could be kept. The story goes on to say here, with no prospect of admitting fans this season, an £120 million short-term loan to repay to the Bank of England, the club are feeling the pinch, and the threat of missing out on European qualification for the first time since 1995 is looming over the Emirates with a dark cloud. It says Vinay has already started the economic drive, cancelling the contracts of Ozil, Mustafi and Socrates, Kolasinac, Ainsley and Joe Willock on loan. But the club have to save further money. They're talking about here Lacazette, 150 grand a week. They're not sure whether to do it. This is interesting as well. Arsenal's biggest ever sales is still Mark Overmars. Now, I'm not sure that's true because I thought they said the Alex Iwobi and the Oxlade-Chamberlain deals were bigger than that. But maybe the initial price was lower. Overmars, you know, that was 21 years ago. He went for 36 million. I mean, that is a lot of money in today's market. Oxlade-Chamberlain, Anelka, Sanchez, Fabregas, Van Persie, Iwobi, Adebayor, Nasri and Henry. Certain players there that definitely shouldn't have been sold, you know. Anelka, Sanchez, Fabregas, Van Persie, Nasri. So, yeah, they go on to say here, look, David Luiz earns around 120 grand a week. I mean, if they offer him a new contract, they're crazy, in my opinion. I mean, if you want to save money, you don't give David Luiz a contract around that money. Midfielders Guendouzi and Torreira will be sold in the summer for around 25 million each. I don't think it will be as much as that. While defender Kolasinac is likely to leave for a nominal fee, the club may consider offers for Willock, Maitland-Niles, Nelson and Eddie Nketiah. I mean, you would think in this market, with the need for English players, you know, I'd be surprised if they sold all of those players. But I would definitely look at getting rid of a couple of them. I think Nelson has not improved enough. And I think that Eddie Nketiah has not proved himself. Joe Willock needs to have a really good loan spell at Newcastle. He started off well, finished that loan spell off well, and then there's every chance you either get rid of him or he gets back into the team. And Nketiah get rid, 120k joking. David Luiz on 120k a week. I mean, I know they're talking about player coach, but I'm not sure, man. I think for me, I would cut my losses with David Luiz. He's been at the club for 2 years now. He's been half decent this season. He hasn't made as many mistakes, but I'm not sure. Listen, I know experience is vital in the dressing room. Don't get me wrong. I've been in dressing rooms where you have certain players who they bring value in other ways, you know, not even so much what they do on the pitch. And everything I hear out of Arsenal is that David Luiz is big in the dressing room. You know, as I said the other day, the only way I'm keeping him if he takes a 50, 60% pay cut and he realizes you're going to be fourth choice centre-back. You know, maybe we play you if we're in the Europa League or whatever. They're the only circumstances he can stay at the club. And if they think he's going to be a brilliant coach for some reason. But other than that, for me, you've got to cut all ties with him. I don't see David Luiz being willing to just sit around. He seems too big a character. I think if Luiz stays, he will still want certain guarantees of playing. And that's where I'm not sure about it. Would you take Ivan Toney at Brentford? He would be on the list. I'm not sure he'd be at the top of the list, but I would definitely be looking at him. Yeah, I'd get rid of Nelson, hasn't developed. And I actually thought Nelson was one of the ones that would develop. But it just hasn't happened for him. He's very lightweight, lacks end product. I think he should have gone on loan this season and gotten game time as well. And he's got too much traffic in front of him, you know. He's a right winger. You know, you got Saka on fire on the right. Pepe can play on the right. Willian can play on the right. I mean, I know fans don't want to hear that, but he's still got 2 years left on his deal, and Arteta obviously likes him. So for me, Nelson, I would probably move him on as well. Big up John Layup with a super chat. Thank you very much. Said, I'm happy Barcelona are suffering. All those times they robbed us and fellow English sides, let them suffer. Listen, man, as I said, growing up, I used to love Barcelona, but what they did to Arsenal and the corruption that we suffered at the hands of them, you know, Van Persie getting sent off just for not hearing the whistle because the fans were too loud in a game that we could have won. And then the Champions League final, Eto's offside for the equaliser. I didn't feel sorry for Barcelona. Let's put it that way. Arsenal have suffered at the hands of them many times. Smash the like button, like PSG smashed Barcelona last night. You know, Pochettino, man, very good manager. Had them well organised yesterday, and people were saying they actually look better without Neymar. More of a collective, more of a team. Mbappe was the main man. He was sensational yesterday, that hat-trick. They probably one of the favourites to win it, to be honest. The RVP red still boils me up. It's a disgrace, man. Karma always comes around. Hey, Curtis, can we agree that Nelson is better than Willian? I mean, yeah, I think most people are better than Willian right now. But what I will say, and as I've always tried to say, I do think the fans of Arsenal, although I understand the frustration fully with Willian, I think we have to support him. It's difficult, I know, and I think the fact he's a former Chelsea player and he's 32 and we feel like we've already been bumped with Peter Cech, with William Gallas, with David Luiz, now Willian. I think there's already a lot of frustration with Willian. But I do think as fans, we just have to try and support him. I think at times he's being blamed for things that aren't even his fault, you know. And I think that's where we have to be careful. Smash the likes, people, and subscribe. Big up. Yeah, thank you for all the support lately. As usual, you guys have been brilliant. I am looking to take the channel to the next level over the next few weeks. I'm looking at doing memberships. We may even do a Discord as well so that, you know, we can interact. It's almost like similar to like WhatsApp, if you like, where, you know, we can all kind of connect. I want this to be an interactive channel. So look out for the new things coming up. Big up Broads said, hello, brothers and sisters. Can I share with you the good news of the GOAT, Kylian Mbappe, lot in? He loves Mbappe, man. He said he's the best in the world. I know he's always been a big fan of him. Last night, he was an absolute world beater. He's probably the closest thing I've seen to R9 Ronaldo. He plays very similar to him in certain ways. Even that picture of him running between the two centre-backs where the guy's pulling him back, that's very, you know, similar to R9 when he was playing for Brazil, man. It's mad. Big up Curtis, membership time, my guy. Yeah, listen, what I want to say, and I always say this, when the membership starts, anyone who doesn't join for the membership, you will not miss out on anything. We'll still have daily uploads. Everything will remain the same. It's just for people who want a little bit more from the channel. And obviously, it helps the channel. You know, I've reached out to certain ex-players to come on the channel, and some of them, you know, some of them charge money for interviews. So I've got to try and make the channel as self-sustaining as I can. You know, better than Arsenal do their self-sustaining model. So yeah, look out for new things coming up. Anyway, we'll try and do maybe a Discord membership, and you know, we'll do some competitions. When I get to 25k, I'll do another giveaway, and then 30k will be another giveaway. I did do a giveaway at 20k, so look out for that as well. Definitely more like King Ronaldo compared to Henry. Yeah, I think he plays like R9. Although the third goal was definitely similar. You know, the way he just bent in that far corner, it was definitely like Thierry. Barcelona got Mbappe. Yeah, they got slapped up. Verratti's assist was a joke outside of the foot. Mbappe wearing the Arsenal number 14. Oh, man. Can't pay for memberships. Not available in my country. Don't worry, man. No worries, man. Just do what you got to do. Discord is not a bad shout. Yeah, I'm looking into it. Listen, a lot of these things I'm only just discovering myself. So I'm just still learning. Curtis, get Troops back on your channel, or even Ty. Still funny he went on a blind date. As I said, with Ty, the problem is he doesn't use like computers or anything, so I can't get him involved in that sense. He'll have to be. I will definitely do a show once we're all in the office, and I will do a show with Ty and Troops. Yeah, I can reach out to Troops still. I'll try and get Troops back on. Curtis, I have breaking news that you will like. Mbappe says he wants to join Arsenal. Yeah, maybe on FIFA. I don't know about real life. Bro, I'm French and I can't even express how happy that Mbappe is too. Our national team is there long term, boys. I think they're favourites to win the Euros again this summer. What a player! I think his family are from Cameroon, I believe. Could be wrong, but what a player! You can use a VPN if memberships aren't available in your country. Okay. Can't lie, when you look at Barcelona team last night, it's very ordinary. I would go as far to say that is the worst. That's the worst Barcelona team I've ever watched. They had nothing about them, and Messi for me needs to get out of there. He needs to get out of there. I would be. Will he go to Manchester City? Will he go to PSG? He's being linked with PSG as well. So yeah, I think it's time for Messi to leave. So yeah, let's see. Braithwaite, come on, this guy is former Middlesbrough player in the Championship. His dad is Cameroonian, his mum is Algerian. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, he's half Algerian from his mum and half Cameroon from his dad. Mix of skill and athleticism. Curtis's son better than Eddie. Yeah, he's more clinical, man. I'm telling you. We have a better team than Barcelona, arguably. They're saving grace. If Arsenal played Barca now, I still think they'd turn us over, you know. I think Messi could beat us by himself. You know, I've got to be honest. They've still got Griezmann. They are poor at the back. I think we'd score against them. I think their attack would get the better of us, man. Dembele, Griezmann and Messi, even though I think they've been very poor. You got to remember, our defence is not exactly levels. You know what I mean? People saying Barca would kill us. Rob Holding ain't dealing with Griezmann. Dembele against, Cedric. Maybe if Tierney's fit. Messi against Bellerin. Curtis some miles better than Eddie already. We'll have to do, Curtis. Hopefully you're having a good day. Yeah, I'm good. Listen, people, obviously we got the game tomorrow. Benfica, massive game. It's a must-win. It's an absolute must-win game. We need to beat them. I think our season is relying on the Europa League now. I think the league is very difficult, but if we can beat Benfica in this first leg, take some pressure off going into the second leg, obviously the Man City game in between as well, and then the Leicester game after, it will be crazy. Smash the likes up, guys. Yeah, man. Benfica are fourth in their league. Let me have a little look at Benfica so you can all get a bit of an idea, if you haven't already, about Benfica. They're nothing special on paper, but as we know, football was never won on paper, unfortunately. So let's have a little look at Benfica. Would you start Ryan or Leno tomorrow? I would have to go Leno. I just think we've got to go all out for the first game. Here's the table. I mean, as you can see, they're not doing anything special. They're even behind Braga, you know. If you look there, fourth in the league, 38 points, 1 win in their last 5 league games, 3 draws, 1 win, 1 defeat. Sporting Lisbon top 5 wins out of their last 5. They're 13 points clear of Benfica, unbeaten all season. Crazy when you think Sporting Lisbon fans were attacking their players last season, and also the fact that they sold their best player, Bruno Fernandes. So we shouldn't be scared of this Benfica team, man, you know. 4th in the league, 13 points off the top, 1 win in 5. I believe Rangers drew with them in the Europa League. You look at some of their players here. I mean, they've got a few decent players. Everton, Suarez. Arsenal were linked with him. Jan Vertonghen, ex-Tottenham. Otamendi. Julian Wiegler, is it? I think he used to play for Dortmund. Pizzi's not bad. Rafa Silva's not bad. Adel Taarabt is a bit of a, you know, legend in the game. A very skillful player. Grimaldo's a decent player. They're nothing special, man. You know, that they should have a lot more to worry about than us worrying about them. I mean, they've got no real star names there, but there's enough to trouble us in the sense. So we do have to be mindful of the fact they do have some decent players, Taarabt and two experienced centre backs. But I would play Aubameyang against these two. I think they both lack pace. We're playing at the Stadio Olimpico in Rome. It's a big pitch with a running track around it. And I think Aubameyang can exploit that pace. Yo, apologies, man. I don't know how you say that guy's name. What's his name? Vigla? I called him Vigla, man. What's the man's name, people? Help me out, man. Benfica has the Swiss and Ketty. I hope that Seferich is playing. Looks like it's a good time to play them. From Eto to Braithwaite for Barca. Yeah, man. So was Olympiacos. Well, that's the thing. Olympiacos are not a team that you would have expected us to lose to as well. Big up John with a super chat. Thank you very much. Mbappe is a mixture of Eto and Mahrez. Yeah, Cameroon and Algeria. Their defense is a shambles. What is it? Weigl? Weigl. Man, I'm saying Weigl. I'm all over the place, people. You got to help me out here, man. I know how it looks, but Weigl. Weigl, is it? Okay, Julian Weigl. There you go. You've got me, man. But man, I'm saying Weigl here. Close enough. I called him Vigla. I was way off. Oh, dear. Weigl? What happened to you? Jeez, but you know what I mean anyway. You know what I mean. Do you think Robinho Holding will be back in the team? I hope not. I wouldn't start him tomorrow. I got to be honest. I would not start him. I don't think when I think about our strongest defense, I don't think Rob Holding is in it. Got to be honest. I'm not nervous about Benfica, but it's when we least expect it that Arsenal will shock us. Yeah, that's the thing. We're capable of just dropping a clanger at any time. We've seen it many times. Holdinho, big Bob Bolden, man. Taarabt versus David Luiz will be like when Suarez threw him into the lake of fire when PSG played Barca. Oh, do you remember that? Yeah, I remember Suarez ripped up David Luiz in that game. Big up Curtis, real one. Respect, bro. Curtis, who would you put as a front four tomorrow? For me, Smith Rowe in the 10, Saka and Pepe out wide, Aubameyang up front. He's just scored a hat-trick. They're slow at the back. That's what I would go with. Do you know what? Let's quickly, before I get out of here, I mean, I might do a preview, but let's do a quick team. What? Let me know your opinions. What would the team be for tomorrow against Benfica? Because Mikel Arteta's got a selection headache. You know, he apparently rested Lacazette and Pepe. But for me, Lacazette's got to hold the bench. Aubameyang's come in. He scored a hat-trick. He's the better player. So, to me, he doesn't get back in the team just yet, unfortunately. Suarez nutmeg Luiz and whipped it top bins. It's mad. This would be my team anyway, but you guys let me know what you would go with. Let's have a look. Right, so where are we? Let's create a team for tomorrow, people. Obviously, I mean, even in goal, you've got a selection headache. They might have bought Matt Ryan to the club and said to him, you're going to get the cup competition, so maybe they'll play Matt Ryan. But for me, I'll go Leno. This game's too important. We can't take a chance. Kieran Tierney, they're saying, is 50-50. I'm going to write him in as if he's available, right? He's 50-50 at the moment. We don't know. Cedric at right back for me. I don't want to see Hector Bellerin at right back. If Kieran Tierney is available. Obviously, Cedric will be at left back if Tierney's not available. I'm going with Gabriel and Luiz because I just think at the moment that's the most settled partnership. In fact, I'm going to put Luiz on the right because he's right. I think this is the most settled partnership at the moment. I would like to see Gabriel play next to Pablo Mari, but I wouldn't try it in a game like this. I think it's too up in the air to be messing with it. 2 CDMs, you've got to go Xhaka and Ceballos. I mean, Thomas Partey is out. He's not available. In the 10, I go Smith Rowe. I think Odegaard Looked good, but I don't think he's fully fit yet. That was his first game in a while. Bukayo Saka on the right. That's his spot right now. This is where it gets tricky. I could see Mikel Arteta going Aubameyang left mid and Lacazette up front. I think he could potentially do that. But for me, Nicolas Pepe's got to start. He's been in good form. He's got magic. It's a big pitch. I want runners. I want dribblers. I want people who've got a little something to open the game up. Aubameyang through the middle. They haven't got his picture on here. I don't know why. Aubameyang through the middle. Big pitch in Rome. You know, I remember Thierry Henry scoring on that pitch years ago against Roma. And I think Aubameyang can exploit that space in behind Otamendi and Vertonghen, who are not the quickest. You've got energy and pace there. Saka can run. Pepe can run. Smith Rowe joins in. Ceballos has got good passing ability. Then you've got Aubameyang with a pace. I think with these three players behind Aubameyang, he can exploit their defence. And you've then got Lacazette on the bench, who is a good player to bring on. He can hold the ball up. He can get you a goal. You know, it's a bit of a shame for him because he was playing quite well, but then he had a bad game against Villa. And then Aubameyang comes in and scores a hat-trick. That's what top-level football is about, big decisions. That, for me, has to be the starting lineup. I think that's our best team available. Martinelli hasn't been playing. I wouldn't chuck him straight in. As I said, you could play Aubameyang left with Lacazette up front and drop Pepe, but I would play Pepe. He's in good form. He's done well in the Europa League. I wouldn't play Rob Holding next to Gabriel. I don't think they're a good partnership. So let me know what you think, guys. What would your team be? What do you agree with? What would you change? What do you think? It's a good starting 11. I think it's enough to beat them. I do think it's enough to beat them. Do you think you should try 3-5-2 or try put two up front? You know, you would like to see it, wouldn't you? You'd like to see Aubameyang and Lacazette in a 2. Ryan's gone for Leno, Luis Gabriel, Tierney, Cedric, same back 4. Your midfield is Ceballos, Xhaka. So you play Odegaard ahead of Smith Rowe, Pepe, Aubameyang, Saka. So you've picked the same team apart from Odegaard for Smith Rowe. I think eventually that Odegaard gets in the team in that number 10 role. You know, I like him. I think he's a good player, but he's not fully fit at the moment. So I would go with Smith Rowe for that. I do like Odegaard though. He looked good. I think eventually he gets in that number 10 role. You defo put Pete. Pete's in there, bro. Bro, you don't pay 72 million and start benching the man. The man's in a good run of form. Continue to play him. Let's see what he's capable of. Lacazette has been offered a 2-year extension according to some reports. You know my opinions on that, people. I'll keep it moving, man. I would keep it moving. Big up Theo in the chat. He said, big up the channel every time. Do you think we can go all the way in Europa? We can, you know. We can. I'm not saying we're favourites, but why not? You know, I looked at the betting. I think we were 4 favourites to win it. The English clubs are probably the best teams left in the competition. Man United, Tottenham, Arsenal, Leicester. There's a couple of good European clubs as well. But listen, beat Benfica. We need the look of the draw. Maybe Man United play against Tottenham or, you know, a couple of big teams knock each other out. And you never know, man. We're capable, but I'm not overly confident, let's put it that way. Because one thing I've realised quickly, you can't trust this Arsenal team. Big on my boy Ads in the chat as well. What's going on? Go and check out his channel as well. Jamrock Gunner said, Leno, Cedric, Luis Gabriel, Tierney, Ceballos. Yeah, I think you've picked the same team as me then. Yeah, exactly the same team. As I said, I kind of would like Odegaard to play as well over Smith Rowe because I'm just intrigued to watch him. I feel like, you know, he's come from Real Madrid. He's 22. He's got a lot of quality there. Big up Brooks in the chat as well. Arsenal ain't winning it, soz lads. You're lucky you're my friend, you know. I'd ban you for that. He's a Chelsea fan. That's why he's talking smack. Oh, dear. Listen, man. You man spent 200 million and you still ain't doing nothing, bro. Biggest game of the season tomorrow. All day, bro. All day. It's a must-win game. Smash the like button and subscribe, people. Over 750 of you watching right now. I may be back with a preview later on, actually, man. Man saying Tottenham. Do you know the thing? I know people there are saying Tottenham. I'm not saying Tottenham are favourites by any stretch, but the thing is, they've got Jose Mourinho now. he is a man who can win trophies at clubs. You know, he's going to go all out for these competitions. And you know that with Kane and Son, anything can happen. So if we got Tottenham in the next round over 2 legs, it's a tough game. It is a tough game, but I would like to think we're capable of winning it, man. Arteta's won a cup competition already. He knows what it takes to get a team over the finish line. Great watch along yesterday, bro. Hey, big up everyone, man, for tuning in. I wasn't sure. I thought, you know, doing a European game, Barca against PSG, will I get enough engagement on the channel? But loads of you tuned in. And it was a brilliant game as well, man, the Mbappe shot. So really enjoyed it. So I will continue doing watch-alongs of other teams, man. I see someone there asking. I'm not sure if I'm going to do one. I know it's Everton, Manchester City later. I'm not sure. Look out for the update, for the notification. I may do one if I've got some time later. Maybe I will do one. Do a little scouting mission on Man City before we play them at the weekend. Curtis Smith Rowe reminds me of De Bruyne, and Odegaard is like Ceballos. No, I don't know. I mean, I think that Smith Rowe De Bruyne comparison needs to relax a little bit. You know, I think people got a little bit carried away with that one. Odegaard reminds me a little bit of like Ozil, but maybe a bit more of a dribbler. You know, maybe not as good with a final pass, but that kind of just floats around on the ball. Nice left foot. And looks good. Broads is naming his son Killian. Don't know about that, you know. Don't know about that. Killian. He better be a good footballer if you name him that as well. You know, better be a very good footballer. Can't have no bang average player called Killian, you know. You should do a weekly Kevin Campbell show. Those chats are brilliant. Bro, he's hard to get on, man. You know, he works for Sky. He's very busy. He does a lot of shows. So at the moment, we're on one a month with Kev. Maybe I'll try and push him and get to 2, you know, get him on every 2 weeks, especially while we're in lockdown. Broad said, okay, I'll stick to Titus. Titus Bramble, you know, jeez. Oh, my days. What do you make of Gun De Bruyne at City? He's a baller, man. I see some City fans calling him that, actually. Do you know what's crazy? De Bruyne's been injured for weeks and weeks and weeks. Aguero's been out for months. They're playing Arsenal this weekend. I turn on Sky Sports and De Bruyne and Aguero are back in full training. It's just typical, isn't it? You know, Aguero's goal record against Arsenal is a joke as well. He always scores against us. So, you know, that game at the weekend is going to be very difficult. I'm out of here, people. I'm out of here. I'll try and get back on later. Maybe I'll do I've actually spoken to a Benfica channel about coming on. So I might be back later with an Arsenal Benfica preview, and I may do a watch along to the Everton Man City game, see what's going on later. Big up everyone for tuning in. Go and check out Broads TV, check out Ray Jihad's TV as well. Big up everyone in the chat for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll be back later on. Bless.